Summary of the Assam Tribune, 25th August, Tuesday 2020. Brahmaputra Ropeway. India's longest river crossing ropeway across River Brahmaputra was opened to the public on Monday, nearly 11 years after work on it was started. The 1.8-kilometer long ropeway, built at a cost of Rs 56 crore, extending from central to northern Guwahati, will reduce travel time between both banks to just 8 minutes. The ropeway will have two terminals, one near Nehru Park at Panbajar in Guwahati and the other across the river at Razadwar village behind the Dol Govinda temple. LAC (Line of Actual Control) is a demarcation that separates Indian controlled territory from Chinese controlled territory. India considers the LAC to be 3488 km long while Chinese considers it to be 2000 km. It is divided into three sectors: eastern sector which spans Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim, middle sector in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, and a western sector in Ladakh. Mission COVID Suraksha. To accelerate the process of developing and manufacturing safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines in the country, the government has proposed a Mission COVID Suraksha to be set up with a corpus of nearly Rs 3,000 crore. Piloted by the Department of Biotechnology, the proposed mission will focus on end-to-end vaccine development from clinical trial stage to regulatory facilitation to manufacturing. Delimitation Commission. New Delimitation Commission office set up in Guwahati. The exercise will be held in Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh. Delimitation is the act of redrawing boundaries of Lok Sabha and Assembly seats to represent changes in population. In this process, the number of seats allocated to a state may also change. The objective is to provide equal representation for equal population segments and a fair division of geographical areas so that no political party has an advantage. The Delimitation Commission's order cannot be questioned before any court. Foreigners Tribunals. Foreigners tribunals are quasi-judicial bodies to determine if a person staying illegally is a foreigner or not. Every individual whose name does not figure in the final NRC or National Register of Citizens can represent one's case in front of foreigners tribunal. Assam has set up foreigners tribunals specifically to handle the cases of 19.06 lakh people left out of the updated NRC. Under the provisions of Foreigner Act 1946 and Foreigners Tribunals Order 1964, only foreigner tribunals are empowered to declare a person as a foreigner. Election Commission. It is abbreviated as ECI. It is a constitutional body responsible for administering elections in India. Established on January 25, 1950, its major aim is to define and control process for elections conducted at various levels: Parliament, state legislatures, and the offices of the President and Vice President of India. It derives its power from Article 324. Initially, the Commission had only a Chief Election Commissioner. Presently, it consists of a Chief Election Commissioner and two Election Commissioners. Appointment and tenure. President has the power to select Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioners. They have a tenure of 6 years or up to the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. The Chief Election Commissioner can be removed from office only through accusation by Parliament. Election Commissioner or a Regional Commissioner shall not be removed from office except on the recommendation of the Chief Election Commissioner. World Heritage Site. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, which is a UNESCO-recognized World Heritage Site and the biggest railway terminal in Mumbai, is set to get a makeover with world-class facilities at a cost of Rs 1642 crore. According to World Heritage Convention's operation guidelines, an outstanding universal value signifies cultural and/or natural significance which is so exceptional as to transcend national boundaries and to be of common importance for present and future generations of all humanity. UNESCO World Heritage Committee meets at least once every year, generally in June or July, to deliberate the addition, removal, or modification of terms on the list of World Heritage Sites. The pretty dancing deer called Thamin in Burmese is found in Kabul Lamjau, a small marshland near Loktak Lake in Manipur. It is so called for its almost balletic charms from islet to islet in the swamp. Chandraprabha Saikyani, the BBC Hindi has featured the story of Chandraprabha Saikyani, pioneer of the feminist movement in Assam, in a short documentary series. The series will feature 10 women who have contributed to strengthen the democratic system, raised their voice on women's rights, and worked as social reformers. Chandraprabha Saikyani was born on March 16, 1901 in Doisingari village of Kamrup district in Assam. She was an Assamese freedom fighter, activist, writer, and social reformer considered to be the pioneer of the feminist movement in Assam. She was the founder of the All Assam Pradeshik Mahila Samiti, a non-governmental organization working for the welfare of women of Assam, and was a recipient of the fourth highest Indian civilian award of Padma Shri for the year 1972 from the Government of India. She took a proactive role in the civil disobedience movement of 1932 and non-cooperation movement of 1920-21. Contesting elections for the Legislative Assembly, she became the first woman to foray in politics in independent India. Saikyani was also a noted poet and prolific writer. National Education Policy, it is passed by the Cabinet proposing sweeping changes in school and higher education. It is a comprehensive framework to guide the development of education in the country. Based on the suggestions of a 17-member commission headed by UGC Chairman D.S. Kothari, Parliament passed the first education policy in 1968. Till now, three such acts have been enacted, one in 1968, one in 1986, and in 2020. The NEP proposes sweeping changes including opening up of Indian higher education to foreign universities, dismantling of the UGC and AICTE, introduction of a 4-year multidisciplinary undergraduate program with multiple exit options, and discontinuation of the MPhil program. In school education, the policy focuses on overhauling the curriculum, easier board exams, a reduction in the syllabus to retain core essentials, and thrust on experiential learning and critical thinking. The policy also proposes phasing out of all institutions offering single streams, and that all universities and colleges must aim to become multidisciplinary by 2040. NABARD introduced a dedicated debt and credit guarantee product to ensure unhindered flow of credit in rural areas hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. It is an apex development and specialized bank established on 12 July 1982 by an act of the Parliament. Its main focus is to uplift rural India by increasing the credit flow for elevation of agriculture and rural non-farm sector. It was established based on a recommendation of the committee set up by the Reserve Bank of India under the chairmanship of Sri B. Sivaraman. Its main function is to prepare policy, make plan and implement operation in the field of credit for agriculture and other economic activities in rural areas of India. Women Entrepreneurship Platform. Tech Mahindra has tied up with Niti Aayog's Women Entrepreneurship Platform (WEP) to support women entrepreneurs across the country. Niti Aayog is the premier policy think tank of the Government of India, providing both directional and policy inputs. While designing strategic and long-term policies and programs for the Government of India, Niti Aayog also provides relevant technical advice to the centre and the states. The Women Entrepreneurship Platform is a first of its kind unified access portal which brings together women from different parts of India to realize their entrepreneurial aspirations. As an enabling platform, WEP is built on three pillars. Icha Shakti represents motivating aspiring entrepreneurs to start their business. Gyan Shakti represents providing knowledge and ecosystem support to women entrepreneurs to help them foster entrepreneurship. Karma Shakti represents providing hands-on support to entrepreneurs in setting up and scaling up business. Thank you for